Are you looking to get custom merch for your band? PM Star Promotions is producing all types of promotional items such as shirts, hats, stickers, banners, koozies, skate decks, and much, much more. All products are imprinted in the USA and made to last while keeping your cost as low as possible. Need a shirt design or logo made? The PM Star team has over 20 years experience in graphic design to make your ideas come to life. PM Star Promotions is making their way by working alongside with national bands and record labels including Crowbar, Goat Whore, and Ripple Music. To get customized, dependable work or check out the package deals that fit your budget and other exciting offers, please check out our featured collection on Facebook, PM Star Promotions, or visit www.pmstarpromo.com. It's time to get noticed.
Welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast, the most dangerous podcast on the internet. I am your host, Wayne, and this guy, this amazing gentleman across from me, you all love and know by...
Just little old me.
Just little old you?
Little old me.
Aww. That sounds so sweet. I mean, I preferred, the big tough you, like Buck Lightning, it sounds like, yeah. Not little old me. Little old me today just sounds...
Not today. I'm tired.
You tired today?
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Yeah, I know. It's been a shitty day, actually, because the weather's been fucking unbelievably horrible, and, it's just been long and fucking boring.
Yeah, I suppose that, too.
Huh?
I mean, I was out in it, but...
Oh, that sucks. At least I wasn't out in that bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, it came and went different places. I went to my favorite hot dog place today for lunch.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a really good hot dog place called Bruisers in Slidell, Louisiana.
Nice. I don't know.
The only thing problem I ever had was, so they're a big baseball place. Like they're straight up nuts about baseball, as most people who watch baseball are.
Yeah, you're either a baseball fan or you're not. Right,
and most people aren't, but good for them. They have a hobby. But I went there. So they're specifically Cubs fans.
Nice. The Cubs played today.
Oh, did they?
I think they did. I think they played today sometime, where they're playing now.
Thankfully, they did not do that when I was here this time, because the last time, well, not the last time I was there, but a couple of weeks ago was like the first Cubs game of the season. And I was sitting there eating my hot dog, and, and it's, by the way, it's not like, it doesn't sound impressive, but like this is like one of those, I hate referring to it this way, but like gourmet hot dog places, like it's really, really worthwhile. So I'm eating my hot dog and I'm enjoying it. And I had seen all these people dressed in like Cubs gear, and I didn't really worry about it, because I don't, whatever, their hobby's going on. The thing I forgot, because I don't go to sporting events, is that they always do the national anthem. Well, so I'm literally like taking a bite into my hot dog, and I see all these people stand up and, put their hand over their heart and start saying the national anthem. And I'm a patriotic person and all that, but I was just like, came here to eat my fucking hot dog. Like, I didn't, I'm like, I'm eating lunch, like I don't know what the rules are for that, like, yeah, I mean, technically you're not obligated to do anything, but like, I felt, I don't know if people like noticed me like not getting up, but I was just like, I didn't ask you to turn on this fucking game. Like, I thought this was an eating establishment. So anyway, it just kind of bugged me. Not that I'm bugged that they were standing, but I just felt like it put me in a weird position.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Anyway,
but at least you enjoyed your hot dog.
Yeah, I always do. It's really good.
I mean, I haven't had a decent hot dog in quite a while.
Oh, well, the next time, I mean, you go.
I go to Slidell regularly, so.
I mean, it's pretty much down the street from where y'all go because it's on. I think it's called Front Street.
Front Street? Okay, yeah, I'll have to go check it out, dude. I'll ask Caitlin if she knows exactly where it is. I'm sure she does. I mean, there's not very many places out there.
It's only been out there like a year. It's in what they call, like all these stupid cities like have this like the historic district, and it's always like it's not really historic. It's just this is the oldest part of your neighborhood, but like history wasn't made in Slidell, Louisiana,
right?
But so at least not there,
Exactly. Well, I was gonna say we're drumming up to leave soon.
Yeah, I mean I'm not leaving till tomorrow afternoon, but
right, we're leaving in probably the morning sometime just to get a jump on things just because of the baby. So we're gonna leave pretty early. We're heading to Texas Frightmare. People have heard us say this a few times, I'm sure. Hopefully we can get some decent video footage this year to put on the YouTube page, because I actually we may have some decent video interviews. I came up with a bunch of really ridiculous questions, so it's pretty funny.
Yeah, well, I'd like to talk to Ric Flair because I wanted to get a picture with him, but pretty much broke.
Yeah, I was gonna see if you wanted to do that, if depending on how much it was, split it or that kind of thing. But
yeah. But
anyway,
yeah, I think it's like $50, but still, it's it's more money that I shouldn't be spending.
Right. I think we're gonna get one photo this year. From the guy from Doyle from the Misfits. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that.
So, but yeah, I didn't have too bad a day. Babies being born.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, well,
and that's not yours, but I'm just saying congratulations out there. That way, I'm not gonna drop any names or anything because
I don't think they care. I mean, they don't listen to the show. But yeah, so I went and saw the kid. He's pretty tiny,
little bitty guy.
Yeah, they had some troubles. He apparently on his way out swallowed some of the gunk.
Oh yeah.
So they had to put a breathing tube down his throat.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, but he's okay now.
Well, that's good.
And yeah, it's interesting. Life doesn't give you too many, moments like that.
No, they don't. You're right.
It was nice. And yeah, I was betting on and I had told them like a month ago or so. I said, y'all are gonna end up having this baby when I'm out of town. That's usually how
it was close. It was close.
Yeah, and because the sister-in-law told me, she's like, "It's a shame he wasn't born tomorrow," and I was like, "Why?" She's like, "Well, May 4th, May the 4th, Star Wars," and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I don't think about that stupid shit," but I mean, like I said, I mean, I like those movies, but like when people are like, "May the 4th be with you," I'm like, shut up.
Some people are really into that, man. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I get it if it's like a gag, but like some people actually do say it to people and shit, and I'm just like, that's dumb. I get it. I guess it's kind of a cute gag, but anyway,
it is.
I'm not even trying to be rude to her.
You're just trying to be rude to everybody else. I understand.
I was just like, well. I mean, this is because I'm a dick. I was just like, no, actually, I'm glad they didn't have the baby tomorrow, because then I just wouldn't have seen the kid for a week.
Right.
But so yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad day. It was just kind of rushed. I had to going through all the storm and Then I went out there. Then I immediately like came home and cooked so I can get ready for the show. Sorta. I mean,
yeah.
But yeah. So I guess while we're in Dallas, I don't know. I don't think we're recording. So
we're probably not going to record while we're in Dallas, but I probably will set one of the, or you can set one, whichever, I don't care. If we set one of the older episodes up to launch for that day, that way we don't kind of miss something.
I
mean, I don't know. I mean, I'll have something for Monday. I mean, Friday, not Monday. I was for Friday.
Okay. We'll see. We'll figure something out. But actually, yeah. Well, we'll figure something out. Anyway. So, but we'll have lots to talk about when we get back from that. And unfortunately, Rum isn't here today.
Yeah, Rum actually was going to join us, but he had to actually work late. He was actually really pissed off because he messaged me saying that he lucked out and they got a bunch more work thrown on top of him today. Yay. Yeah. It's typical Rum stuff. Like, it doesn't matter where he goes or what he does. They always want to shit on him because he'll do it.
He's doing better, though, now.
Oh, yeah, much better. But I'm just saying, it's just kind of like one of those things where every job he gets to, they're always giving him so much extra work.
Yeah, but I think that's because that's the kind of jobs he likes to take.
Yeah.
I don't think it's... Because Rum could really be doing a lot of different things in his life if he wanted. I'm sure he could be doing things that would make him a lot more money than what he does. But that's just not... Because I think we talked to him about this. He likes working with his hands.
Yeah.
He likes doing that kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah, well...
Because he's a man, and then we want to do man things. That's what Rum would say.
Yeah, well, I mean, better him than me.
Yeah, me too. I'm good with that. If me not working with my hands makes me less of a man, then oh well.
So a couple of other people. We're supposed to be. We were supposed to meet our friend Scott out in Dallas, but I don't know
what's going on with that. I don't know if that was kind of like a thing that he didn't realize.
I think
because you know how Scott is.
Just guessing here. I think his wife probably told him about it sometime in the recent history.
Right.
He probably just didn't want to,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know Scott. I mean, he's probably either he was completely like, I don't know what I'm going to do, scattered brain running around trying to figure out stuff like Scott does, or he just completely forgot everything.
I feel like he was too embarrassed to just say so.
It's all good though. I mean, it's no big deal.
Yeah, but he's apparently in the UK. I think he's in Italy today. I'm not really sure.
Nice.
I was like,
that may be their honeymoon, maybe.
No, I think they've a couple of those.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I didn't know.
No, I mean second to last time we saw him, he was on a cruise. So
true.
I mean, look, I wouldn't pass up going to Europe.
Fuck no.
I mean, I'm still gonna be pissed at him, but
well, yeah, just a little bit, not too much, just a tad.
I'm still gonna go piss on his doorstep while he's out of town.
Dickhead. So if
that's exactly what I'm gonna use.
So Scott, if your front door smells like hobo piss, you know why?
Why would I don't smell like hobo piss.
Well, it's just a term, man. I'm not saying you smell like a hobo. But when you go down like Hobo Alley, it smells like piss. Get it?
No, I don't get that at all.
All right.
Hobo piss is not a euphemism. What kind of weird ass place are you from where like people are like, yeah, piss? It's like hobos.
Oh well, dude, go walk around like a place where a bunch of hobos live. It smells like piss.
Right, but what does that have to do with me?
Because you're going to piss on his door, and it's going to sit there for a long time. So it's going to end up smelling like hobos pissed on his door. Like a hobo home.
Yeah, I guess.
God, Jesus.
Speaking of Jesus.
Yes.
Actually, before we get to Jesus.
Okay.
I talk about something that's completely unholy.
Ooh.
But so I guess you must have talked to Uber Gary in the last few days.
Yeah. He was actually he came over last night. Actually, he was here because he goes back out of town today. I think he left today.
Okay, because he messaged me, I guess Sunday, maybe Monday, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm glad you upgraded me to being the one who fucks Mart instead of being the one who gets fucked." And I was like, "How did you hear that? Like that episode hasn't aired yet. It has now." But,
It has now. Yeah.
I was like, "What?" and he said, and if you didn't listen to the last episode, folks, I said like, he would, because he got me a pop vinyl. I was looking
which I have here, by the way. It's in my room.
That's cool. I said, well, since he's bribing me, he doesn't have to
get pounded by the Mart.
He gets to be the fucker instead of the fucky. And he said like, all it's gonna take is a few more pops, and I won't have to fuck at all. And I was like, well, I don't think that there are, enough pops in the world to make it that worthwhile to me. I don't remember what B was.
I really just love the fact that this little I guess bit or whatever the hell you want to call it has spawned into such a insane thing. Like people talking about Gary getting fucked in the ass.
Well, no. Again, he's bribed me, so he gets to be the fucker, not the fucky.
That's very nice of you, dude.
Yeah, I mean, But I will say this, Gary, if you're listening, a few more good pops, and I'll let you use a condom. So.
Oh, there you go. That's sweet. That's very nice of you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure you have enough for me to throw in some lube, but
oh, come on, maybe just a little bit.
I mean, he can spit on his dick. I'll let him do that.
All right, there you go. That's nice.
So,
this is awkward for me to talk about.
It's not.
I have nothing to do with this.
So speaking of Jesus,
what? Okay.
We're going back to what I was going to talk about earlier.
Right. Gotcha. I understand. I got it.
So speaking of Jesus, so a little while ago, my mother walks in and she says, I'm printing out this prayer and I want you to say it every night. And I was like, I didn't respond. And she said, you heard me? And I didn't respond. She came over and she repeated herself. I said, what do you want me to do here? Like, would you like me to lie to you? And she's like, oh my God, please tell me you believe in God. And I was like, I started thinking like, how do I explain this?
How do you attack that situation?
And I was like, I guess you could say I believe in God. I don't, and I, the easiest way I could put it was like, I don't really believe in the church. She's like, that's fine, but you need to believe in God. And I was like, why? And she said, because you're going to go to hell. And I said, why? She says, because God, because if you don't believe in him, you go to hell. And I said, Mom, what, do you believe that God is a loving God? She said, yeah. I said, do you believe that he forgives your sins? She said, yeah. I said, then why the hell would he send you to hell for being ignorant? And she said, because you got to believe in him. I said, why? She said, because the Bible says so. I was like, all right. I said, you need to believe and you need to say your prayers. And I was like, what do you want me to do here? I was like, look, like there are two options. I can lie to you right now and tell you I'll go to bed right now and go say my prayers and I'll do it every night. If you want that kind of relationship where I just lie to you constantly, I was like, I'm not fine with it, but I'll do it. I was like, but those are the two solutions. And she's like, oh, you're just gonna worry me to death. You're gonna end up going to hell. And I was like, if I'm going to hell, it's going to be for all the fucked up things that I've done.
It's going to be completely for something different. You're not going to go to hell because you say, Mom, I'm not going to do this prayer.
I mean, I come on here and make nigger jokes. I mean, what? That's not the thing that's going to send me to hell. You know,
I really don't think that'll send you to hell either.
I mean, I fucked a married woman. Like what? that's not
that. That, on the other hand, may tilt you towards that way.
Yeah, I'm not. I laugh about it. I'm not particularly proud of that. I've learned to accept it. But funny enough, like I was holding the baby, a few hours ago, and they were talking about some of the nurses, and I was like, any of them single? And
nice.
He's like, nah, they all have rings on. I was like, I was holding the baby, and I was like, when does that stop me before? And I started laughing because I'm fat. My belly jiggles when I laugh. And the baby started bouncing up, and I was like, "Oh, sorry." Yeah,
that's so fucking funny, dude.
But I mean, it's not. It is, but it's not.
Well, it's funny a little bit. I mean, the way you said it was good. It was funny.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but what was? Oh, so yeah. I mean, look, I don't. I don't hate religion at all, but just like it doesn't work for me. I don't, I sat there for a minute like thinking, should I mention to her that I don't even believe in an afterlife? So like the threat of hell is not one that incentivizes things for me. Yeah.
No, just let it go, man. Just let it go. Well, I mean, that was the best thing that I ever did with my mom. Is that my mom always, wanted me to go to church and stuff like that, and I was like, look, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. I said, but, if it makes you feel better once in a while, I'll take you, and that's what I did. And that was it,
Well, she actually said to me, she's like, because I guess she's been going to Bible study lately, which I don't even think she goes to church. So I don't really understand the Bible study part. Yeah, because if you study the Bible, it tells you to go to church. And it's like, so she's like, hey, you need to come to Bible study with me. And I was like, one of my best friends literally went to seminary school. Like, if I really wanted to learn about the Bible, I could just invite John over on Sundays to
teach you. Yeah.
And John 100% knows more than whoever the fuck is leading their Bible study. So,
well, I guess unless it's like a priest or something. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know what
is that. The Bible study happens at Hooters.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I want to get on this fucking Bible study too.
Why? Because you want to read the Bible and have fucking diarrhea? Man, you would think. I don't know. Maybe they do have the Holy Spirit.
I guess.
Maybe it's like cleansing the bacteria out of your asshole when you're eating that shit.
It could be hand in hand, dude. You never know.
It might be hand to fist. No, that was what her boyfriends supposedly do. Like when they said like he goes to Bible study and his daughter was like, "Tell him where you go, Dad," and he's like, "Hooters," and I was like, "Oh, this is Bible study in quotation marks. Like it's a joke because they go out drinking at Hooters or something."
Right.
But no, apparently they go to Bible study. I was like I don't what like what I don't see what going to look at.
I guess titties,
women,
titties and Jesus, man, titties and Jesus.
Yeah, I go to church more if I saw more titties.
That's the name of this episode, titties and Jesus.
Yeah. But yeah, look, I'd love it if I could be religious. I'm just not.
Yeah. It's nice to see the people that do have faith and stuff like that. It's really cool. I mean, my bass player is heavy into the Jesus stuff, and that's awesome. It's really cool. I'm glad for him, and he's got faith, and it helps him keep structured and all that stuff. Ever since I was a little kid, but ever since I was like 20 and I lost my dad, I lost faith in everything. So it doesn't, it's just one of those things. I don't deal with it very well.
Right.
Give me 2 seconds.
I'm happy to be around religious people as long as they're, good about it.
As long as they're not shoving it down my throat, I'm cool with it.
Well, that or like there are people who are only religious so they can be judgmental. You don't meet them all the time anymore, but like there are.
But there are a lot of them.
Certainly, yeah, there are people. lesser versions of the Westboro Baptist Church out there that, like they don't really believe in God. They just kind of use it like, and I mean, and they do that with anything. Like if they didn't have religion, they do it with something else. But yeah.
But yeah, I agree, man. I am completely I'm okay with everything as long as it's not forced down my throat. I think that was my issue when I was in grade school. I had enough of it. And, I was always pounded in my head that if you asked for help, that it would help. Never did. So that's why I am the way I am.
Well, it depends on your perspective, though.
Oh, I know. But I mean, it's just like that was just the way I perceived it when I was a kid, and I just gave up. We
were talking about there's this song that I love called Unanswered Prayers. It's a old Garth Brooks song, like 1980s, and I mean it's pretty self-explanatory, well, maybe it's not. Basically the song's about how when he was younger, he was in love with this girl, and every night he would pray to God, like for them to be together, and they did not end up together. And he sees her one day at like a hometown, like a homecoming game or something like that. And so they start talking, and he's just like, yeah, like there's a reason why this didn't work out, And I mean, he's not like, yeah, she's a bitch, just like.
I was like, well, why? Is she a cunt? Is she sucking some dick under the bleachers? What the hell?
Hopefully. But he's just like, yeah, like this. Like I thought that this is all I ever wanted, and it turned out I was wrong, and if I hadn't gone through that heartbreak and this hadn't happened, I wouldn't have like my wife and my kids, and and that's what the song's about. And anyway, so we were talking, in the hospital room about Josh used to have this Cadillac CTS-V. And beautiful car if you've never seen it. And the V series is Cadillac's like supercharged. I don't know if it has supercharger on it, but they're the faster models. And they were talking about how he had that when the two of them first met. And I was like, what made you get rid of that thing? And he was like, well, basically, I had to pay for dates with her, and she's expensive, so. But we kept talking, and she was saying like that wasn't why, like when I met you had just gotten back to work, and he's like no. And, well, basically, but let me shorten the story. Sorry. Essentially, I came to realize that I was like, oh, actually, if you want to get down to it, it's not her fault. You had quit your job because we moved up to Florida, and we had that fight, and you had to move back, so you didn't have a job. So really, if you really want to get down to it, I'm the reason you don't have that car. And she was like, well, if you had moved up there and had that fight, and she said, well, you wouldn't have come back and met me, and we wouldn't be here. And that's kind of how life is, and I'm not sitting here advocating that God has a plan for everyone and all that. I tend not to believe in that kind of stuff, and I have very specific reasons why that I can go into great detail on it for, but I won't here. But I do think that life's not quite as simple as and obviously it's not as simple as getting what you want all the time, and sometimes and obviously, it's a little harder when you're talking about like I lost my dad.
Right.
The reality is that, it's eventually it's time for all of us to go, and that plays a role in someone else's story in some kind of way, and
yeah, it's true.
And sometimes it's about how we react to it. And, for some reasons, for some people, it's comes down to, and even if it comes down to this, that God doesn't exist, but it's easier for people to live good lives believing that there is a heaven out there and that you'll get to see the person you love again. I wish I could say I believed in that. I can't think of, if you give me any wish, I think that would be it. That, I'd get to see like my grandparents again, and,
That would be nice, wouldn't
it? Yeah. I mean, I haven't lost anyone too close to me besides my grandparents, you know.
Yeah. Well, at least you have that, dude. I mean, I'm not being a, not being a dick about it. I mean, every loss is shitty, but I'm just saying.
That's a big thing. I mean, obviously I've been to funerals, but it, wasn't somebody that I was super close to. Again, aside from my grandparents, losing them hurt me quite a bit, but yeah, So anyway, let's stop talking about religion.
Yeah, religion and death. Let's get away from that. Let's go to something else.
What about shitty parenting?
We can do that. Are we talking about me? Because I don't want to talk about that online.
No, I'll let you about that. No, I read this story the other day that really made me angry about this woman. Let's see if I can find her name.
Constantinople.
No, her name is Leah McLaren.
Ooh, she sounds like a cunt.
Yeah, she's some columnist for a Canadian newspaper. And so she's got a 3-year-old son named James.
Hello, James.
Leah subscribes to some ardent feminist theory. I guess they're all kind of, hard. But so her 3-year-old son is basically behaving like a boy. And
he's sticking his finger in some girl's vagina?
No.
Oh, different.
Were you fingering girls as a 3-year-old?
Maybe.
Were you fingering boys? Because you didn't sound too. Well, anyway, so basically, she's freaking the fuck out, and she wrote a column about how she refuses to allow this to stand. And one of the lines from it is, "I'm going to turn the little alphabet belcher into a proud princess, whether he likes it or not." So
that's
basically,
fucked
she's
up.
going to.
I said that's fucked up.
Yeah, so she is going to force him to play dress up and go take ballet classes and play with flowers because she refuses to allow him. Let's see, what is the phrase she used? You might think this is no big deal, that my son is just behaving naturally. Yes, because he is. But I'm automatically weary of notions of biological determinism. When he hands me back a flower because pretty things are for girls, I think, what's next? Kindness, decency, dancing? So basically she's saying if he grows up to be a boy, he's going to be a rapist and a killer and not have any fun. So I mean, presumably that means either she fucked a she-male or, she got pregnant by a rapist killer.
Dude, people like this just need to not fucking make children.
Well, the thing is, it's to me, that's child abuse. Kids are going to be kids. And and some kids, her son happens to be masculine, but he could have been a gay kid. He could have been all kinds of girly shit, and that's okay too. You got to accept, your kid's gonna, they're gonna be who they are, and this, the fact that this woman's writing columns about how she's gonna, basically destroy the kid mentally because of some fucking retarded political belief that she has.
It's pretty fucking terrible, man. God, I would never do that to my child.
And I thought, do Canadians have child protective services? Because this seems like an admission.
That's a good question. I don't think they do.
Well, I would assume they have something.
Probably something along those lines, but I don't think it's child protective services.
I mean, it's probably not called that, but I mean, I would hope they would have something.
Yeah.
Pretty horrible.
It's pretty shitty, really. I mean, I don't know, dude. People bother me about that kind of stuff. I keep seeing all these posts of, people's talking about the different gender crap, and all those weird terms like cisgender and whatever the fuck those things mean. I don't really care, to be honest. I don't.
Cis is a Latin term. I forget what it means, but it's something fairly innocuous. But
it's just it bothers me. I mean, like, guys, look,
and it should. I'm just saying that's where it's from. But yeah, it's bullshit. You know, I saw somebody on Twitter talking about it, and they were like, Why are you people so threatened by terms like cis? It's just Latin for whatever it is. And somebody was like, because you're literally creating a term that applies to 99.9% of the population. It's fucking retarded, and you're attempting to make it something other than what it is.
It's like, guys, everybody's born either a female or a male. I'm sorry.
With the exception of a very, very tiny percentage of the population that are hermaphrodites.
Right, but that's like fucking... That's not even like a percentile.
It's a fraction of a fraction.
Yeah, it's not even a percentile. You know, it's so little.
And it's also completely different than transgenderism.
Yes, correct, completely.
Because like hermaphrodism is an actual physical
deformity.
Yeah, like whereas transgenderism is a mental deformity.
Correct. I mean, it's just it's sad. I mean, like, I have nothing against these people or anybody who wants to be that. I just think, guys, girls, that's the only choices you have.
Yeah, I mean,
and like I said, if I'm sorry, if they want to, if a girl wants to be a guy, cool. If a guy wants to be a girl, that's fine too. Like I said, I don't care. That's your choice. If that's what you want to do to yourself, that's fine. I just don't think a bunch of made up terms to make everyone feel better is the way we should go.
Nope.
You know, that's all. That's just all I got to say about that situation. That shit just aggravates me. Let's go into another aggravating situation.
Actually, I do have another one that's kind of aggravating.
Ooh, all right. I like this.
So, because the word fascism comes up a lot, the other day I Googled the word to see the specific definition, and it came, I forget what I could look it up right now, but I really don't feel like it. It's basically
fucking fascist.
Definition was like a right-wing authoritarian system of governments. It got more complicated, but the word right-wing words right-wing were used several times. I was like, that doesn't fucking make sense. And then I found out today, so this was like 2 days ago, and I found out today, so there's a reason why that was the definition they came up with. So Google on their own decided they were going to redefine the word fascism, and they completely redefined it. They didn't just add the words right-wing. Like, so basically they took it upon themselves to redefine the word fascism to suit their political purposes. And if you look in Webster's dictionary, it says something completely different. And I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, not only is that fucked up, but it's also stupid. Like, I didn't think about it at the time. I was just like, oh, that was weird. But the term right wing in a broad sense means absolutely fucking nothing. It's not a definable term. It's how we differentiate between different like political differences. But like right wing in America and right wing in Europe mean very different things. Like the most conservative person in Europe is pretty liberal to most Americans.
Right.
Like not totally, but pretty much. So like the idea that the word fascism would have a term like that doesn't make any sense because wouldn't apply evenly. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, but I was just like, Jesus Christ, like, and the thing is, that trips me out is like, you know, I use Google products for all kinds of shit, and they're great products, you know, but like it does bug me when like companies like Google and Facebook do these things because it's like, well, I kind of want to boycott, but it would be really fucking hard for me to do because I use their product for so many goddamn things. And it's fun, you know. And the thing that trips me out is, you know, and I like it in hindsight, it's kind of like when you see somebody with like a Jesus bumper sticker, like they're trying too hard, you know.
Right, right.
Like Google's motto when they became a company was do no evil or something like that, you know, or don't be evil. And it just seems like over the last like decade, they just have been into some really fucking shady shit, you know,
Yeah.
like, and but they got us like, I mean, so many products are Google products, not just like using Google Chrome as your browser, but like YouTube is
Yeah, that's all Google.
yeah, Google. I mean, they bought them; they didn't invent it.
Yeah. They spent a couple $1 billion on it, or whatever the fuck they spent. Million, you know.
It might have been close to $1 billion. I mean,
I'm sure it was pretty big, you know.
I mean, YouTube's worth. I mean, it's pretty much taking over television at this point.
Yeah. I mean, that's mostly what's played in my house, unless I'm watching a TV show.
Me as well.
That and you know, the Fire Stick stuff. So.
Right. Well, I usually that's how I usually watch that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So Google's evil. We got any good things to talk about?
I don't know. Billy Pond's excited to see us. That's nice.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's not much of a story to talk about.
No, I know. I just it was something nice, you know, something good. I was just trying to pull something good out of my ass. I couldn't. Well, that doesn't sound right either.
Well, I don't know since you pulled something good out of your ass.
Okay.
When was the last time you saw Rusty's dick?
So anyway, Gary. Uber Gary came to the house last night, okay? And this is an interesting story. We actually played a board game called Mr. MeeSeeks. It's from that show, Rick and Morty. It's actually pretty fun. It's a funny game where you got to do like.
It's actually Mr. MeeSeeks.
Yeah, MeeSeeks. Yeah.
Mr. MeeSeeks is his gay porn.
That's his gay porn name. MeeSeeks. Yeah. Gotcha. But anyway, the game's pretty fun. And you got to draw cards and stuff, and then you have to figure out things. But after every turn, you have to do a dare, and the dares are hysterical. Like there's certain ones that you gotta hump a wall and all kind of fucked up shit like that. But anyway, so
what did you make Gary fuck?
No, he humped the wall. It was really funny. It was hysterical. But we had Buffalo Wild Wings, okay? Because Gary's like, well, I'll bring some food over, so he got Wild Wings for us. They have a new. This is me challenging everyone who listens to this show. They have a new sauce that we've tried, and it's called Scorpion Rum. Now, I really wish Rum was on the show because I would want him to try this because it's got a rum-based flavor, but it's made with the fucking scorpion pepper, which is, I believe it is the second hottest pepper in the world.
Let's go with that. I mean, there's so many of those, like, this is the hottest pepper ever, that who knows. But
well, I know the Carolina Reaper is the hottest pepper ever. But I think second now is the Scorpion, and then third is Ghost Pepper. I think that's how it goes. But so we each had 5 of those wings. Me and Gary both had 5.
Why?
Well, we wanted to try it. It was a new sauce. So
I understood that you wanted to try it, but I'm saying, why would you have 5 of those things?
Because that's how you got to get them in order. You can't just buy one. You know what I'm saying? So we each got an order of 5. And so we tasted this sauce. Like, we just dipped our finger and put it in our mouth. That shit was so hot. Like, it was ridiculously hot. Caitlin tried some, and her mouth burned for the rest of the evening.
Did y'all have milk?
No. Each one of us ate all 5 of those wings. I just want to say, after the first one, the second one's not so bad because your mouth is numb. But the sauce, it's not hot for hot's sake. It actually has a really good taste to it. That's the problem. It tastes great, but it makes you want to eat more, but it burns you so bad.
This sounds horrible.
Yes. So I challenge everybody to write in. Go to Buffalo and try at least 5 of these wings. Send me a message or a video or something of you eating these fucking wings. It's
so, as a little addendum, The Metal Hand of God podcast takes no responsibility if you die of renal failure.
No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, so check it out. It's really good. We enjoyed it, and it was fun.
I just don't understand why y'all do things like that to your side.
Well, I mean, I like hot stuff. What they call people that like hot stuff is chili heads. So I guess I assume I am a chili
I
head.
understand that people like, spicy things. Like, I get that part. But when you hear, like, this is the spiciest thing on the face of the planet, and it will burn your mouth off.
And you go,
I don't,
and you go, all right, let me try it.
Yeah, like I was talking the other day about this woman that I had a brief interaction with when I was in Florida at the hotel that I was staying at. She was like, "Have you tried the donut?" I was like, "No," and she says, "Oh my God, tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning, get up, go here, get the donut. You will die. It's so good. You eat this donut, you will die." And I was like, that doesn't sound like something that I would want to do. You are not selling this in an appropriate manner.
Eat the death donut.
I don't know what is it about the donut that makes you die, but I'm good.
Titties, Jesus, and the death donut.
It just looked like a big donut, honestly. I started to get it, and I was like, this looks like a fucking donut. Like, what could they possibly have done to this donut?
Cocaine.
And I don't trust people when it comes to food. Like, so many people like, this is the most amazing fucking thing ever. Like, it's so fucking good. It's fucking incredible, man. It's fucking so fucking good, man. Fucking good. And then you eat it and you're like,
it's all right.
That sucked. It's just like, ugh. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you didn't like it? You didn't like it? No, you suck. Like,
yeah, there are a lot of people that tell me to eat certain things, and I'm going, okay, I'll try it. And I try it, and I'm going, well, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't like, you guys made it sound like I'm going to fucking go crazy over this shit. And I'm like, yeah, it was a hamburger, It's all right.
Sometimes, they get it pretty good, but there's a lot of those places like pizza, especially pizza and hamburgers, people are like, oh, it's so incredible. And you're just like, have you just not eaten a lot of this type of food? Because this is,
It's so true, man. It's so true.
I try not to hype things up too much. I mean, there's places that I love, and I'll tell you I fucking love it.
That fucking hot dog place, woo!
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a fucking hot dog, but it's a good ass hot dog, And yeah, I was telling you the other day about, my last meal. It would, one of my last meals would be my sweet chili glazed chicken. That's what, by the way, that was what the sauce was called, sweet chili glazed.
Oh, there you go.
My little chicken taquito thingies.
What you got to make one time and bring them over, man. I want to try that shit.
I mean, it would probably be easier just to make it at your house.
Or make it here. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, I'm saying that literally because I did that one time, and like it just gets cold by the time you get to someone else's house.
I got you. No, that's cool, man. Whatever,
I was trying to get some pussy, man, so I brought over some food.
Ooh, did it work?
No, it didn't work.
Because she wasn't married, huh?
I mean, it wasn't. That was the missing ingredient.
I knew it. You should have included rings. That's
Yeah.
Oh man! Bam. That was a good one.
Yeah, I probably want to know. It's okay. It's all good.
I was actually going to bring up. I was going to say something, but now I don't remember what the fuck I was going to talk about.
I'm sorry.
It's okay because that married thing was funny. Yeah. So I'm lost. So I guess that's it.
Oh, is it?
Oh no, I remember what I was going to bring up. God damn. I'm staring at it right now. It's not my penis.
Well, you said you were staring at it, so I assumed you didn't have a mirror.
Right. I was looking at these Happy Meal toys. Remember the Happy Meal toys that we talked about before, the Transformer ones?
Yep.
I am missing 2 of the set. I found out that there are 2 that I am missing. I'm missing the ice cream cone, and I am missing the hotcakes platter.
I do remember those.
So, if anybody out there has the 1980s Transformers hotcakes platter or the ice cream cone, let me know. I'm willing to buy them.
He'll pay $10,000.
No. I will give you $1 a piece for them.
Well, before we go, I actually do want to mention real quick. I was on another podcast. I mean, it was the same group of people, but on Monday, I think it was. Yeah, It was Monday. I was invited by the Universal After Dark podcast to go on their show.
Nice.
So, episode. I'm on it, and I almost made the host cry.
Awesome.
Because she's a big fan of E.T. And
he's dead.
No, I mean, I wish he was. No, I just went on for quite a while telling her how big a piece of shit the ET ride is.
Hey man, the ET ride's awesome.
Yeah,
they need to not get rid of the ET ride, bro.
It's shit. First of all,
it's
the
amazing.
video it starts off with this super molesty video with Steven Spielberg and ET.
Oh yeah.
Just like, he's fucking that thing.
Oh,
he is absolutely fucking that puppet.
Oh, E.T.
And then and then you go in the shitty like wooded area.
I love the woods. The woods are my favorite.
And then you get on these bicycles that are absolutely giving you fucking like anal herpes.
Bicycle.
I don't know.
I want to ride my bicycle. Sorry.
And it's just a piece of shit. But anyway, so she almost cry. But this is a nice girl. Although I'll repeat this on here. I didn't say this to her obviously because she's a nice girl. But
right.
She was talking about how she's going to Halloween Horror Nights, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to be out there during that time period. And she's like, yeah, I'm going out in September. She's like, you should come out here, and we should like hang out. And I was like, again, I didn't say this to her, but I was thinking like, I'm a dude. Like, if I drive 100 miles, walking, like I mean, I'm not saying that to be mean or crude. I'm just saying like.
Well, it's
true, right?
Dude,
drive huh?
Dude, she might have been throwing a hint, man.
I don't think she was. She's got a boyfriend and all that.
Well, there you go.
But I didn't give her a hard no.
That's right. Don't give her a hard no. Give her a hard yes.
Yeah. But I was just like, I was like, if I'm not getting pussy, like, that's not really, I mean, I'd like to meet you. You seem like a nice person, but yeah, I mean, I'm not going to rearrange my trip. So,
I understand completely, sir.
So, I mean, it kind of makes me a douchebag. Like I said, she's a nice girl. Absolutely don't want to imply anything untoward with her. Although, if you do listen to the episode, anyone out there, and it's a good show, Universal After Dark, DisAfterDark. I did Pop After Dark recently as well, and that might be a little more your speed. It's a little closer to this kind of show. Well, not totally, but a little bit. But there was another moment where she was repeating what someone's nickname was for her, and I thought she said something really fucked up. So if you want to listen to that, it was pretty funny. I don't know if any of them got it. I think most of the people listening to this are American, and I think anyone who listens to it would know what I thought she said her nickname was. I know that's a weird teaser for a show that most of you probably aren't going to listen to anyway, but
go check it out just to see what her nickname is.
So, if you're looking for more me, which I know everyone is.
That's right. Everybody loves the Buck.
Or I mean, realistically, no one, but,
Everybody wants the Buck.
Yeah. So, anyway, I think that's all the podcasts that I've done lately.
Sweet.
From Grinning Hosts.
Sweet. Yeah, I was gonna go on the alpha versus beta one, but I couldn't. I had to work late, so it ended up not being able to.
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way. Like, because I mean, actually, it's not your fault, but like the name of the episode that came out was not Buddy, and I was like, oh, this must be an inside joke from the show. So I was like listening to it.
No, actually, I do go on next week.
I'm not suggesting that I wouldn't listen to the show. I'm just saying, like, the first 10 minutes, I was like, are they going to introduce him? And they didn't. So I got through an hour, and I was like, maybe he comes on the second hour. And I got through the second, like through the hour, and then like in the last 20 minutes, I was like, maybe he showed up late. I was like, oh, I guess he's not on this episode. And I felt stupid because I listened to an hour and 40 minutes of it before I realized you weren't coming on.
That's really fucking funny, actually.
Hi, Paul.
Well, you know what's even funnier is like one of our friends reposted it. Vinny reposted it, and it said, "Yeah, check out this episode with Wayne." And obviously, he didn't listen to it.
Yeah.
he just saw it's not Buddy written on it, you know.
Yeah, there's no show notes. It just says not Buddy, which, I mean, I guess is literal, but like, I don't know. Like I said, I thought it was like something someone said.
I think it's hysterical. But okay. Well, I guess that's the end of our show. We will have an episode come up on Friday. And I don't know what we're going to have come up on Monday, so.
I mean, we'll figure it out.
Of course we will. We always do.
It could be this episode for all we know.
Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, I was your host, Wayne.
I'm just a gigolo.
You go.
People say my heart's still playing. That was it.
Nice. All right. Cool. Anyway, so remember, ladies and gentlemen, to keep it metal.
Madam Story's got a point, and if you let him explain, here's the pun of all puns, get a plan with Papa Wayne. Rum tapping the vein, and I'm from minutes bringing pain. MHOG secreting, leaving a stain. You ain't as dope as us, bitch. Stay in your lane. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
Okay then. That's it.